Yo, what's up? I'm back. Welcome to my morning fix. It's been a long time. I was on a holiday, family trip. It was pretty good. But I'm back, and I intend to do this most of my mornings. As you know, my morning fix is the opportunity that you can have if you watch these things to fix your morning, where I have some inspiration that I take out of whatever I'm listening to, podcasts or whatever. So I don't know if you follow rap and hip hop. I'm a big fan of hip hop and rap, and recently a tragedy happened in the industry. Our condolences to the family and everyone involved. But Nipsey Hussle, the guy that we call the Tupac of our generation, was assassinated, 6 shots. It's pretty bad. But through his lyrics and through his movements and the marathon and the culture he was trying to create, he taught us a lot of things. And I'm gonna make another video about this, about what we can take out of the culture he was trying to create and how to give back to the community and all of that. But today I was thinking about how this whole thing taught me specifically how he was after the people who would change the industry. He said one sentence once that was, I'm gonna paraphrase it, but he said, reasonable men adapt to the world. Unreasonable men try to make the world adapt to themselves. All progress is done by unreasonable men. If we try to adapt, we're just gonna be another one. And in what I do, I'm involved in church and in some ways giving back to the community in an indirect way. But in what I do, I have come to the conclusion that if we draw an analogy between church or non-profit or whatever it is that I'm doing that goes along those lines, and the church universe and the sports universe, I'm not looking for the right players. In the beginning of my career, in the beginning of my ministry, I posted something. There was a quote from a hockey coach back in the 80s, that when he was questioned why he was recruiting only university players, only college players, he said, I'm not looking for the best players, I'm looking for the right players, the players that fit the system. And I understand the analogy and that I used that for a long time. But in reality, I'm not looking for the right players, I'm looking for the GMs, the general managers. And that's not to put people on a pedestal and bring down the people who fit the player category. But when I look at basketball, for example, I was looking at an interview that Steph Curry was talking with Nipsey Hussle, and they were talking about the Carolina Panthers, the football team that Puff is trying to buy. If you don't know Puff these days is called P. Diddy. He wants to change names so many times. So he was one of the icons in the industry of hip hop and rap, and he put his hand up because the Carolina Panthers were up for sale, and he said, I want to be the first black owner of a football team, because football is a game played by black Americans but owned by white Americans. So he said, I want to be the first black owner. So he's striving on that, and he somehow connected with Steph Curry, the player, and they are trying to work something out, as Steph Curry is a big fan of Carolina Panthers. Why I'm saying all of this, Steph Curry, while he's in the player category, he's trying to make a move, and it's not an entertainment move, it's not an entrepreneur move, it's a coaching move. As he said, it's an opportunity for his people to have a bigger expression, not just as a player, but now as the owner. So when it comes to church, I'm not looking for the right players, because the right players are the ones who make church happen. But the GMs, the general managers, are the ones who create churches. They go to new places, they break down walls, they cross over bridges, they change cultures. And as if we could draw 3 categories, we could say, there's the GM, there's the coach, and there's the player. The players play, the coach draws the player, the GM owns the team. The GM is the one who started the whole thing. So I'm pretty happy with that analogy, and I think that fits to, if you try to start something new, and in my case it relates to non-profit, giving back, church. Your case could be anything, but if you want to do something that's gonna outlast you, that's gonna go beyond your own legacy, you need to look for the general managers, the people who have the skills and the characters, not the skills, but the heart of general managers, the people who are going to cross over bridges, the people who are going to bring down walls, the people who are going to go, heaven and earth. They're going to move mountains to make things happen. Coaches draw the players. Coaches draw the plays. Players play. The GMs start the whole thing. All right, that was my morning fix. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it's possible, tomorrow I'll make another one and we'll keep the journey. It's a marathon, like Nipsey Hussle said. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So let the marathon continues. All right, God bless.